So first moon day is actually a very important and very intentional day where we have the chance to create and manifest our reality for that specific moon cycle, for that days until the new moon is going to begin. And there's some rules to it, of course. So there is also how we spend money. So the first moon day, you shouldn't be spending any money because you're going to spend the whole month. And usually this is the time when you hopefully things going to come and you're going to receive more than you spend. But as far as our manifestation and intention, as more positive words and as more like uh, intentional um, verbiage we're gonna use for whatever our purpose, whatever we want to achieve, and whoever we want to be, the more is gonna be in revolving the whole month and becoming like very powerful, like almonds around you. So even if you didn't exactly believe it, but just by repeating it and saying it out loud and kind of saying it to yourself, you called in that egregors of that energies to come in and be present and be with you, to creating that power of becoming of whatever you're trying to be or whatever you're trying to achieve. Say, if you need to set non-specific results and you say, okay, well, I am powerful, I don't know, influencer, or I am amazing, um, I don't know, CPA, and I'm very like organized and I'm very good with numbers. So whatever you need for yourself. And when you like work on that, say you work for like 20 minutes on that goal and unconditionally believe that you are absolutely the best in that very moment. And you speak all loud to yourself, you're saying that whatever you want for yourself. So you're saying that I'm healthy, I'm happy, I feel good, I'm attracting abundance, I'm attracting love, I feel good, I feel young, I feel beautiful, I feel whatever you want for yourself. Your goal is for that set of 20 minutes actually feel it. So if you can't do it from the first time, it's okay, you can repeat this again and again. But even if you don't do as great job for the first times, as long as you repeat that out loud, as long as you write it down, as long as you set that like up in the air, your angels and the higher sources will be coming up and creating that auric field around you. What rather you know or unknown, it's changing actually your aura colors, it's changing your vibration. And by you just speaking that into the universe, you called in those powers. It's like a almonds, it's like a magic tricks, and you're saying that I am going to be, I am this, I am that. And that I am is actually very powerful. And that believing, whatever you believe in your mind is creating your reality. So universe doesn't know what is need to be created until you actually speak about it, until you actually manifest that for yourself and believe that for yourself. And that's all it takes, because the other people's perception will be reflecting in whatever you desire for yourself, whatever you believe. So if this is your perspective, it really doesn't matter what anybody else will believe at this point, because as long as you believe it and you create it in your world that this is your reality, so you start acting as it is your reality. So that auric field, that energy, is start being natural for you. So people start perceiving you like that, rather it's true or not. You don't have to be the most beautiful person, but if you feel that you are, that all of a sudden people around you start noticing you and seeing you from the different light. Did you ever notice that? And you don't have to be the most like wealthiest person in the world, but when you feel rich and you feel that, oh, I'm attracting abundance, oh, money comes freely and easily coming into my life, I'm receiving abundance, I'm open to manifestation of um, amount of, I don't know, x amount of whatever you need to manifest, then you believe it's reality and you believe it's happening, and all of a sudden opportunities start arriving into your life because you just spoke into the universe. You put this request in. So your angels, our angels, they don't actually know what we want until we speak, because they need to hear what we want, because our thoughts sometimes it just goes unknown and it's very confusing. But as soon as we kind of speak into existence and we put it on, that's what it is, that's what I want, that's who I am, that's what I'm attracting, and you're creating that magic spells, and you're creating that, you call in to that angelic sources to come in and help you to do this work. So that actually very works, and it's important to do that in the first 3 moon days. So if it is possible to just take your time and kind of in this day to manifest that, even though it's 20 minutes, even if it's 30 minutes, to do that, then you will see the results. And slowly, month by month, you will see the difference. And it's just work like magic. But at first, the results is not going to be as huge, But as time goes on, like give it yourself, like I would say maybe like 6 months, then you will see the big shift from what it was before and what it is now. So those things is very important, and that's something like I would like to bring to anybody's attention. Intentionally live through your life. Intentionally go through the day. Every single thing what you do is you manifesting and creating your reality, and it's only up to you how you're gonna shift and how you're gonna create that. So that is something to also think about. And another thing, just because something didn't work out and something went wrong somewhere, it does not mean that you cannot change that. So just as much as it went in the opposite way, you can uncreate any reality you ever created. Rather you being like a little girl or little boy and you had some program with you, what parents put it in your head, and you always think about this and that about yourself as, oh, like I'm clumsy, or I'm not, like I'm not funny, or I don't, whatever you think about me, any negative things what possibly being programmed into you, what is not the reality, is just something you heard and you believe, or maybe somebody hurt you with that and is went to your subconsciousness, and you don't even know how it's stopping you and blocking you from your life. So just like it's been created one day, it could be uncreated just like that. And just consciously, you can uncreate that and put the new program and make that new program work for you. But you're the only one who can do it, though. Nobody else would be able to actually help you with that. So until that happens, that program will be serving you. So if you feel that there is some part of your life that is not going the way it's supposed to, then I suggest to create that positive affirmation and believe in them. Not just saying that, believe in that, feel yourself like that. Maybe look up to something or somebody or some source of what is already like have it, and basically kind of feel into that energy and be that as well. Like, whatever, whoever, what is that for you, so put it on your phone, put it on your, like, just on your screen, like say, if you want to remember something. So in my phone, like I have my guru. I just, one of those, like Radhanath Swami, he's my guru. So I put him on my phone. So every time I look at my phone, I remember some things he told me. I remember some blessings he gave me. And no matter what kind of day I have, is unconsciously, I'm thinking about it. Well, what did he would think about that? What did he would think about me doing this or me saying that? Or, and a lot of decisions I didn't make or make it right because I simply look at my phone, and it kind of stopped me from making some mistakes. So it works too. So there is something where you need to, like, when you're uncreating, there is something else you have to look up to at first, and then it's going to become your natural. So there's another way how you like can shift your reality. So this is a very important thing, and I invite you to really do them and really practice them and see how it's going to work, because it is something very valuable. And we didn't realize how busy we are in our days and how much don't nurture ourselves. And what happened is we keep on working, we keep on doing some things, we keep on doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results. But now sometimes you just have to stop and block everything out, put your phones away, sit with yourself, whatever you want to sit in a park, on the beach, or whatever, in meditative pose for 2 hours, 1 hour, 20 minutes, whatever, and be very honest with yourself and create what you want. Like, not what somebody else's want, not what society wants, what you want, what makes you happy. Painting make you happy? Go ahead and do this for 20 minutes. Make the world stop. You painting. That is important for you. That's what makes you you. Life is important, is what is important for you. Everybody is different. So who cares what anything else, what society will say, what your boss would say, what you're going to lose for this time? If that's the most important thing for you, make you happy, go ahead and paint and make that your priority. If the most important thing for you to, I don't know, create something, and maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe you want to learn new language and you want to travel, or you think you don't have money for it. Well, there's plenty of options, and when you start, actually learning this new language, you find the opportunity, and somehow, somewhere, is doors start open up, and all of a sudden you're traveling and you don't even have money for it. It could be somebody else invites you. It could be ticket for $30, and somehow it just happened, and airplanes have that sales, and you went in that place where you always want to go, and here we go. Here's your dream and reality, and it's very simple. As long as you believe it's simple, it's gonna be simple, and that's what this life is about. Everything have to be simple. Simplify, make everything nice, simple, relaxing. And if something's stressing you out, then that's not the right energy for you. Trust me. Everything what's right for you, not gonna stress you out. Something stressing you out, it means that's already not your energy. Something is not okay. Something is not resonate with you. So push that away. Nothing wrong with that. Just push that away. Just not your energy, and move forward with the direction when you feel happy, when you feel relaxed, when you feel in peace. And just do that and try to see how your life is going to change. And whatever will fall off from you, it's meant to fall off from you. Trust me. People, circumstances, even if it's some type of job or whatever, if it fall off from you, it doesn't meant to be. Because if it doesn't serve you, doesn't make you happy, doesn't create the peace and joy for you and for your heart, doesn't bring you fulfillment, there is a big question if it should be in your life at all. So those things you have to ask yourself, and nobody else can do that for you. So how busy is your life? It don't matter how busy it is. Like, you have to create that time, and that have to be like a routine, like literally daily routine. Even if it's 5 minutes a day, you can afford 5 minutes a day. Just like you brush your teeth, just like you taking your shower. This is your spiritual shower. And imagine not taking a shower for a day and go off with your day. Would you feel the same? So why are you allowed yourself not to take spiritual shower and expecting to go on with your day and thinking it's gonna be great? If you don't take the spiritual shower, if you woke up and you forgot to do your meditation, forgot to do your prayer, forgot to give yourself some nourishment, peace, and energy of love, and all of a sudden you're stressed out half of the day and something happened, you wonder why, because you forgot to take the shower. I mean, and until you do that, you might feel this way. So, and it's okay. It's never too late. You can restart. You can literally, if you, whatever you have, you can be at the airport and you can go to the bathroom and you can look at yourself in the mirror and just, find a peace with yourself. It don't matter where you are. So just get that zone, what is going to be very useful for you to know and how to come back to this place no matter what. And then it's going to be so easy. No matter where you are, who is around you, you're going to be easily snap back to this. And it only take 5 minutes. You snap back, and this 5 minutes, you're going to be in peace with yourself. You're going to give yourself that energy of love, and everything around you just going to shift. People will feel it. and universe will feel it, and they're gonna give you more and more and more of that because you requested and you asked for it. So that is for what I want to give you, like kind of food for thoughts for today, and hopefully it's gonna be valuable for somebody. Hopefully it's gonna be something what somebody will use and give me feedback later. Tell me how it works for you because it definitely worked for me. And yeah, so love and light.
You
Yeah.
keep going right
Yeah.
now, or the only live stream that's on the.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem.
I might need to
Yeah.
fix something important.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Okay.
So people are.
So, all right. So I just was asked to keep going. All right. So let's talk about let's also talk about, okay, everything we create, our life is just like basically a schedule. So our positive thoughts, our intention, our vibration, our happiness, our energy, that's all work. So imagine you have to do this amount of work to feel the way you feel. It doesn't just come from just out of nowhere. So just how you work to, so you go to the gym and you work out and you feel like, okay, well, now I feel athletic. That's the same way how you actually work on your positive energy, work on your intention, work on your purpose, work on everything what is around you, what people don't see, but you see, you feel, you know, it's what creates you. So all this works. So it's also scheduling, how you can schedule those things. How could you create that for yourself? So if you wanted to have like uplifting energy, what is involved? It's food, it's what time you wake up, it's how like clean you are, how your like room or your space, your house is organized. All those things is affecting you. How you speak, what do you speak, you know, how when somebody around you, what kind of people around you, all that is very intentional. So you can't say eat very unhealthy food and expect to feel light, you know. If you eat heavy food you will feel heavy. If you want to feel more like life, like easy light energy and more like uplifting and kind of like light feeling, then there is a lot of greens, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits. And by the color, different color create different energy. So oranges and orange yellow color, it brings the happiness. Green colors is opening your heart chakras and also giving you feeling of healthy and feeling of balance, you know. Blue help you to speak. It's also help you to sometimes feel confidence and boost your immune system. Why, like elderberry, blueberry, all these berries is very good for your immune system. um, if you like say not feel happy, you can eat the orange, you know, orange, if you don't, if you're not allergic to oranges, of course. So or you know, there's special different fruit have the different vibration and different intention. Well, there's whole ayurvedic about that, but we don't need to go into the details, like just knowing that, okay, there is something you need to create as a routine for yourself, like say food, like say saying good, intentionally good words and positive messages to other people and to yourself. So when you say something positive to yourself or to other people, you create that powerful empowerment energy for you and for others. So there is such a thing as a karma. How karma works? Very easy. If we gossip, the moment you gossip and you speak about somebody not in a good way, you taken whatever you gossip about or whatever you um, discuss like bad about them, you basically taking that to yourself. You taking that from this person to yourself, and whatever negativity you just kind of take up on the bad karma, and you also take in those characteristics to your character a little bit. Now, the same way it works when you say the good things about somebody, because when we see something good in somebody, when we really focusing on that and this energy, and that light is what we see inside of us too. So we bring out that qualities in us. So we embrace that in this person, but we're also taking it to upon ourselves. So if I see somebody as a very smart person and I admire them for that, then also somehow the karmic process work in a magic way that is actually embracing you and taking that qualities in your character as well, magically. And the more good things you see about others, the more things it have to be genuine, it have to be sincere, so you cannot make this up. So if you think something about somebody and it's sincere and if it's good, then go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead and let them know and tell them, you look beautiful, or you're very smart. I love that color about you. You have such a wonderful glow. Your energy is so bright. Tell them about that, because it's not only gonna lighten their day up, it's lighten your day up, because you share that wisdom and you fulfill your good energy and good karma even more, and magically you start being all that beautiful things, you see all those beautiful things. So when you do the test, if you close your eyes, and then I will tell you, now let's look, um let's think about this room, and what is black color in this room. But don't open your eyes. Now you're gonna start, you really don't know. You start guessing. You're thinking it's maybe a chair, it's a table, something else, right? Now you open your eyes and turn out to be there's so many black things you didn't notice. You know, there's this black speaker, there is black poster, there is so many things, there is a copy, but you didn't think about that because like you was focusing on gray. You see a lot of gray, but you miss all this black. So now if you close your eyes again and now somebody asks you what's black is here, so you simply easily gonna say, oh, there's a speaker, there's this, there's that, there's that. So you already know, right? So the same with life. When you focus on something very positive, and you always see that in other people, you see that only because it's a reflection of what you have inside of you. Because if you wouldn't have that inside of you, you wouldn't see that in other people, trust me. So as more positive you see in other people, more you actually see it in yourself. And it works with negative or with positive. Whatever dog you feed, that dog is going to be your main dog. Is a white dog or is a black dog? It's like whatever you choose. You can only have one. Of course, you can have two, but you want to have one. You want to have positive one. So if you focus on that, beautiful things surround you. And if you see yourself like that, you see other people like that, you're creating that reality every single day. Now, how do you do that when you have like negative thoughts, when you have something happening into your life and you think, well, it's rubbing off heavy on you, with humans, and it's normal. So every emotion was been given to us, it given us to grow, to feel the spectrums and shade of all these emotions. The most important thing is to be authentic. You don't want to lie to yourself and say, oh, no, I'm always happy, I only see positive things, because that's not true. And this is not right to ignore the other side and part of the emotions. So be authentic. If something comes into your way and is negative and there is some situation, think about it. What am I learning here? Why is it happening to me? Why has it been given to me? What can I benefit by going through that situation? Am I getting more, deep into in a shade of, I don't know, my sadness? What's in there? Why does it make me feel sad? Like what is it really in the core and in the bottom? What is the pressure in me? Like, what is that? And sometimes you find out that the things what you think is stressing you out is have nothing to do with actually what you're really stressing out about. And when you start questioning yourself, when you sit with that emotion, when you accept that and you accept that as, okay, fine, I feel in this way. That's it, I'm gonna, I'm gonna embrace that too. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna, walk with the chin up and say, yeah, so what? Like, I'm angry. Let it be. So be it. That's how I feel, like I don't like nobody today. I wake up like that. Oh well, you know, now when you start feeling, okay, what is it giving me? Why am I feeling this way? What is it bringing to my life? Why do I want to feel this way, or I'm not comfortable with that? Like, and now you're questioning yourself. You might run into some things like, wait, I don't need that. It doesn't serve my purpose. Like, I don't want to feel this way. Why would I feel this way? And all of a sudden, it doesn't bother you anymore at all because you just realize something for yourself. Or what do you think? What really is going on that I didn't eat, or I really didn't drink enough water, or I really didn't like that friend of mine who didn't call me for 3 days and it bothered me, and now I'm, worried, and like it could be something else, right? But when you start like intentionally going through your day and not just brush everything off and just say, oh, I'm okay, everything is good. Maybe you're not okay. Maybe not everything is good. Okay. So, and it's okay too, you know? So now when you know that about you, you might get a lot deeper from the point A. You get right to the core of your true situation, what bothered you. And this is really amazing when this happened all of a sudden, right? So I would invite you to try that, because if you try that, and you're gonna find out more easy and more easy to go about everyday stressful situation, everyday life, because life will no longer break you, because everything will happen to you. You will look at that as a learning experience, as opportunity to grow, at opportunity to pray harder or meditate more, or what makes you in balance. And another way I notice, say when you pray and when you meditate, there's highly something can possibly imbalance you. Pretty much nothing, you know? I mean, when you really pray about your day and you go and you're very balanced and you meditate enough, you drink enough water, you just feel just very, very, very like in balance. So it's very hard to shake you because you're pretty stable, right? But when you're lacking on something, that's the thing when the some negative sources energies sometimes like could possibly like, you know chip in from your aura here and there, creating the stress and anxiety, creating some like negative emotions or something else in your life, right? But if you really think about it, what it create that, you will understand that maybe everything is way more simple than you think it is. Maybe it's just because you didn't go to sleep until 2 in the morning. And now you feel a little bit, you know, kind of like anxious, and you feel this or you feel that, you know? And then it's easy for you to fix that. Or it's easy for you to say that, okay, that's okay. It's not, it's just right now. It's not going to be later. It's not going to be an hour from now. It's right now. And it's fine. It doesn't, it's not who I am. It's just emotions I'm going through, or it's just a situation I need to live through, or there's like a negative source where I will need to handle and navigate myself out of it. It's okay, you know. So that's all good. So today, I guess I also was talking about accepting yourself, accepting what good and what you want for yourself. And even if it's mistake, let embrace that mistakes. So what? Mistakes is no such a thing as a mistake. It's a learning experience. Who cares? Your learning experience, you create that. It might be this, it might be that. It could be completely different things what you need to go through to grow. So if you don't have that 101 mistake, you would never be like all the way on top, being somebody who you wanted to be, or so that what makes you unique. That's what make you strong. That's what make you you. That's what make you made it. That's how you made it. So sometimes it's just like a stones. It's just little stones where you need like a pebble stones, where finally when you overcome all that, you're gonna be on top. So you need to look at them like that too. So be grateful for your mistakes, and be grateful for your happiness, and be grateful for whatever's happened to you, because you never know. Sometimes the most negative situation turn out to be the most positive impact in your life, and you have no idea. And when that happening to you, you think no way. But what really happened is create something is create something for you, what give that positive impact into your life, only because that negative situation happened to you. So when something happened, don't be so quick to judge and say, oh my god, like that's it, um it's all lost, like I feel like a loser, or like I don't know, just get fired from the best job I ever had, or I just somebody broke up with me and now I'm like, you have no idea what God have for you, or higher source, because your path is so amazing. You have no idea, but everything that's happened is for a reason. And I personally, like, my guru was giving me a lot of examples how amazingly the most terrifying things would happen to people lead into the most amazing experience, shift and transformation into their life. Car accident, death like of the loved ones, uh, divorces. Even one of my friend, he lose his daughter, and that's terrifying. I mean, like, what father losing the daughter? You understand? It's just, that's something. But you will need to see that person, how he grew after that. He become whole different human being. He actually have his own spiritual practice right now. And there is a lot of people who has a near death experience who completely shifted, and they have whole awakening experience. And that would never happen if that terrifying things didn't happen to them, if they didn't like almost die, or sometime die, or lose somebody, or went through something. So you have no idea why things happen to you. And again, when something super crazy, uh, say good happened to you, also don't be crazy like, oh my god, this is like, now I'm on top of the world, because you need to be in kind of balance and feeling grateful for it, but not feeling like going crazy, like, oh my god, overreacting. Because our emotions is go like, if you go all the way this way, that automatically somewhere else you're gonna go that way. So going up, going down, going up, going down. So when you like shift it a little bit more balance and more organically, your life is gonna be very organic without that huge drops, right? But when you say you want a lot of money in Vegas, and you just like, oh my god, that's it, like I want like $10 million. Like the most like happiest guy. Like I'm just gonna go now and buy myself a Ferrari and do this and do that. And usually, did you ever notice that people end up like being on drugs or in some bad situation or something else has happened? And you know why? Because it was overweight there. So it wasn't balanced. It wasn't reacted correctly. So, because if you would react it correctly, you would be like super grateful, but intentionally figure out how to balance that situation and say, instead of like, oh wow, like I'm just gonna go spend it all, like, and just now I'm gonna live the dream millionaire life. You can see, okay, well, what can I invest? Who can I help? What can I donate? How can I fix some things what I couldn't fix before, because now I have resources. And if you would be more balanced about the situation, I bet you wouldn't end up on drugs. I bet you wouldn't crash your Ferrari. I bet your wife wouldn't divorce you because you was cheating her like with some like crazy beautiful females or whatever. That's just an example, right? But all I'm saying, when you balance it out, when you feel kind of like harmonious about things, what happen negative or positive into your life, so then the less chances that something negative will happen. So it's always for the good. It's always for like you navigating that. It's just kind of like, it's like a small waves, but it's very enjoyable waves, instead of like crushing all the way down. Yes, surfing is fun, when you know how to surf, but in the same time, there is a point in your life, like, yeah, you can bring it to all the way to the peak of your happiness. Say when say when you get birth to you, like when you see your child for the first time, or when you get married, or maybe who knows, your graduation, or there is some moments in your life, like, yes, you should embrace your happiness to the top, but there is also moments in your life when you feel maybe it's not as an organic happiness, so maybe it's a little like overreacting on the emotions. So that moments like is better balance it out, so you would not shoot off somewhere else in a negative way. So life is all about balance, believe it or not, even if you don't see it this way, but it is. So yeah, so I would also suggest to think about that. Be conscious about everything you do, everything who you are, and your integrity, because in the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody else's think, or what, like, as long as you live in integrity, you live by the truth, you know who you are as a character. In the end of the day, it's only you and the higher source who's gonna guide you, and it's you who you're creating, and nobody need to pat you by your head and say you great, you're doing amazing, because when you do amazing, you know that. And even if nobody tell you about it, even if nobody notice, but say when you do some kindness, when you create something very like positive, impactful to the world, you feel good, you start being inspired more, you're motivated, and you don't really need that confirmation, because it's not authentic when you do it for the show. You do it for yourself, for integrity of your character. You're being honest because that's who you want to be. You're being kind because you believe that this is a good thing for you. So, and when you create your character, you start being very confident in yourself, because you know who you are, like what your intention is. And intention is the most important thing, because everything you do, you put in the intention, rather you put in good intention or bad intention, because in the end of the day, action is not the, even sometimes not the action you even need to look at. You need to look at the intention, what person did that action with. Did they had a negative intention or not? If they have a positive intention but say it come off wrong, then it doesn't matter, because the intention is what counts. And the higher source will know that, hey, I did this with a good heart. I was truly trying to help, but you know it come off wrong, or it didn't, maybe from the outside it was looking like something else, but your intention is what is important, and that's what really counts. So I guess, yeah, in this world, so don't get lost and be as much in tune with yourself, as much authentic, because that will gonna make you to ground yourself and be confident and be in that presence, presence. You want to be in that presence. And I suggest to be very, very, very like mindful about everything what you do with your life, and everything who you are and what you do. And yeah, so I guess today topic was about that. And I want, it was very simple. I didn't go through any like deep, um, you know I will just try to simplify it as much as possible, because I do believe that simplicity is the key. Because everything, the huge and big things, they're all simple. So you need to simplify your life, because when you simplify your life, it goes right. It just happened for you. It's just happened for you, and it's just flow. You just feel in it, and that's how everything happened. The most genius things is simple. When you simplified your life, somehow is balanced, and somehow is happy, and somehow is just have that positive flow. So simplifying is very good. Life is already complicated. We don't need to complicate things. So my intention today was to simplify things and to make it very easy, very simple, very organically happening, but being aware, but being present, but being just conscious about what you're doing and what is going on into your life. Because in the end of the day, this is your choices, and these choices you create every single day. That's what you do, and this is your responsibility. Whatever you create in your life, who you become, your character, your life path, whatever the situation happened to you, is all your creation, is all your free will. And if you really think about it, that the whole entire life, from the top to the bottom, it's all creation of yours. God and higher source give you the tools, they give you opportunity, they give you possibilities, but you, they're creating all that things. You are manifesting. You are doing that. You are putting them in existence. You are shaping that in a different colors and in a different like shape and forms, and become and be it. And who you are is who you choose to be. Is how you feel, how you possess yourself, and everything what happened to you, even the circumstances, different circumstances would happen into with us, is what actually we attracting, is what we choose to attract. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you think, well, how do I attract that loss, or how do I attract that friend like setting me up or portraying me or this and that? You're going to be surprised. You attract that because it's only existed because it's find a way to reflect from whatever is unconsciously somewhere in you. So if you don't have the anger inside of you, there is no really much chance that it's going to be in your life, because this vibration, this emotion, it would not resonate with you. So say the angry person would not feel comfortable to express that on you, because it doesn't resonate with your waves. If you look at your energy, it's not gonna, the energy is completely different. Like, it doesn't, it's no way, it's just not here. And for in order for that anger to kind of come into you, like, then you have to have those waves, and that way it's click. It's called shit history. Like, your shit click with their shit, and that's shit history. So if you don't have that, then it's not gonna click to you. And if this happened to you and it's something very negative, then you can ask yourself, How do I create that? What is it in me that made that person cheating on me? Am I insecure? Am I have some fears about being cheated on, or being betrayed, or being left, or being whatever, So is that something in me that I have to work on? Because it's just people, they just the teachers in our life. So they come into our life to teach us. They don't come to our lives to hurt us. So, but somebody have to be a teacher as a way how we're gonna go through some emotions if nobody will, help us to go through this emotion. So somebody have to be that kind of source of bringing that out from us, rather is to be, your relative or somebody from the bus stop who's just, or from the car driving by who's like create some situation for you to make you angry or whatever, to bring out that emotion. So I wouldn't look at the people as, okay, this is your fault, or you did this to me, or this, that. No, it's just the situation being created to bring out that emotion from you. So you can look at that, you can observe, you can work with that, you can fix it, you can balance it out, you can make peace with it, you can, you know, send it to the void. And you don't need this anymore because you worked on that, and it's no longer, you free from that, like, as the only situation what we need, the situation, there is a lot of the situation what no longer serves us, and some people no longer serves us, and that's something we're gonna let go, and that's fine. It's just what it is. So maybe like 5 times you was angry over this and this and that, but next thing you know, you work with that, you figure it out, you understand what it is, you make peace with this, and you're no longer angry about it. You just can, and those things don't trigger you anymore. That means you learn your lesson. That means you figure it out, you understand, you learn, you grow. So it's positive, it's good. So those people, you need to be grateful that they bring that out from you, because how else would you work on that? How else would you work on your anger? Do you even know you have an anger? Maybe not. But thank, I don't know, Jason or Philip or Anna, who's always find a way. And now, like, you got the opportunity to work on that. So everything we do in our life, grateful, be grateful, and have the gratitude towards that, knowing that, wow, that actually a gift. Look at the situation as a gift. Look at the situation as a positive impact, influence into your life. Don't look at that like from the outside effect, like, oh, that look negative, or you know um I just I just got fired, or I just got, somebody just called me some names or something else that's negative. No, no. It could be the most positive, or it could be very positive. So when you look at that as a lesson, when you look at that as, okay, what I learned here, how did I grow from that? Why does it happen to me? What does it teach me? Why is it even triggering me? What is it in me that respond to that? Why am I responding to that? Am I want to respond to that? Am I don't? And now you're making that choices, and now you're in control, in a good way. In control, you can control your life, you can control your feelings, you can control what happened into your life, and you can choose what's gonna happen into your life, and choose what you're gonna feel, choose who you're gonna be around, choose what kind of energies is going to be around. And that's how you create the wonderful and beautiful things, because now you're choosing your beautiful existing reality, and it's actually reality, it's actually real. And when you start realizing that you created all that, it's amazing. You feel like a musician. You feel like you can do anything. You feel like a superwoman or Superman, and you're just like, wow, I'm doing great things. And now you can believe in a big impact. Now you can impact like a mass people, or really make a difference, or all that. And of course, you have to understand it's not just you as a human being. It's a higher source going through you, but you allow that. You work, you the one who's put in the work, you the one open for it, you the one who actually put in the work. So it's combination. So always be grateful, always understand it's all a blessing. And now, as you know, as you're creating your lives and you're creating your destinies and who you are and your character and your beautiful soul and your beautiful being, I invite you to create the best for you and see the best in you, and see how other people are going to be amazed with you, and how other universe and circumstances and everything is going to turn right around you and make your life amazingly beautiful dream life you deserve, and make you the most beautiful, positive, amazing, like soul and human being as you are. So thank you so much, beautiful souls. I'm very grateful. Love y'all and all the best, all positive vibes, and let's just be love and light.